Hello everybody, and welcome back to our Let's Waste Our Lives adventure, and I am Kaiser of the Empire. Today, I am bringing you Kerbal Space Program. So, let's get into it. Start a new game. Sandbox, of course, because career isn't added yet, which is sad. So, this is the this isn't the solar system. This is the Kerbal Sphere of Influence. We have two moons to get to: Mun, or Moon, it's pronounced both ways, and Minmus. We also have a few different planets to get to. More are going to be added eventually, but they aren't here yet. Moho, Eve, this is Kerbin, the homeworld, Duna, Dres, Jewel, which is a gas giant and has a bunch of moons around it, and Elo, which is kind of like Pluto. They each have their own planets, or moons. Some of them do anyway. Hole, Up, All, Lath, Tyler. Tyler's a bitch to get to. But first we're going to start off with something simple. We're going to get into orbit. But to do that, we need to get a rocket. So I say we build a rocket, everybody. We have our different tabs here to put things under. These are our command pods, but which we just selected one from. These are different fuel tanks. This is control stuff, like autopilots, structural stuff, aerodynamics. These are like for space planes and controlling things. Yeah. Utility, which kind of the stuff that doesn't really belong into anything else. I don't know why the I on propulsion isn't in propulsion, but I didn't make this game. We also have some science stuff that doesn't really have a use, but it probably will someday. So first thing we're going to do is build an escape tower in case this goes horribly wrong, which it probably will because I suck at building rockets sometimes. I know I'm kidding, I suck at building rockets all the time. Move this down. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna build this up a little bit. That is the wrong strut. Symmetry, so if we put it on 4 times symmetry here, and it puts the strut on 4 sides. Yeah. Let's put a decoupler here. Parachutes. And there's a specific thing I'm looking for. Here it is, separatrons. We want 4 of these on each side. And we also like to keep selecting it. But, you know, I'm going to point these like this. Okay. We'll fix this staging later. Now we are going to put a decoupler here. Decouplers are used to separate stages. So when I'm done with the escape tower and I don't need it anymore, I can just use the decoupler, and then it will fly off. If I do the staging right, which I probably won't. Yeah, I'm confident. Let's put some advanced SAS on. That's an autopilot. It's worth it. You always want SAS unless you're really good, which I'm not, so. Let's put a fuel tank and this small little engine here. This is going to be the engine that will return us to Kerbin once we are in orbit. Another thing here. And now we're going to put a big rocket here. Maybe. Actually, no. That's what I always do. I'm not going to do that. Instead, we're going to put a bicoupler. Now we can put things on two sides. Yeah. Instead of these, we're going to use these. This fuel tank is equivalent to 2 of these fuel tanks. So, just less parts to render. We're going to put 2 decouplers here. I'm pretty sure these are called decouplers. Radial decouplers, so they just attach to the side. And now we are going to put some solid rocket boosters. Those are separatrons, not solid rocket boosters. Radial decouplers are a little bugged. There we go. So this might be able to get us into orbit. Just may be. First thing we want to do is have this, and we also want these to detach. Then these go in the same. Attaches, and then those fire. And then that goes. Oh, that is the wrong septron. So then, well, I'm willing to say that by the time these are done, we won't need the abort stage. So we'll put these here. Okay. I approve. We can go into our action groups so we can like assign key bindings to certain things. And go to the abort. And the abort stage is going to be this decoupler. And it's going to be these separatrons. Activate. We will name this the orbiter. Let's save, and then let's launch. Maybe. Press the launch button. There we go. Jedney Kerman will be flying for us today. You can do some different things with the Kermans. Everyone has the last name Kerman. And I forgot to put struts on this. We'll see. So we can go into IVA, which we can just do with a C button. This is the in-cockpit view. We can fly like this if we want, but I don't want to. We also have EVA, which we'll show you later. It's just to get out of the spacecraft. We don't want to do that right now. But before anything, we are going to do these separatrons. We're going to test the abort stage, so let's do that. I'm an idiot. And that's why we test the abort stage, everybody. This should not have the decouple. This should just be the activate engine. And while we're here, we'll put struts on so this doesn't fall apart on us. Alright. Some here. Okay, let's try that again. We'll put some here. No. Control Z to undo that. We'll do that and stop doing things. Untoward. I don't know if I said that word right. I have no idea what I'm doing. Now let's try the abort stage. Jedney Kerman is back. Not dead. We'll probably change that soon, though. I'm still an idiot. I'm sure everybody saw that but me. I'm an idiot sometimes. We also want this to decouple. Thank you. I should probably make it so that the parachutes deploy too. Nah, that was fine. Alright, good, we're safe. Now let's restart and do it for real. Alright. Press SAS with the T. We can toggle SAS with the T on, and that will make sure that we don't fly off. I pressed the wrong button. Good. It's good to know it can take off on its own power, though. I'm not really proving myself to you, am I? You viewer. You one viewer that is not Ultra Drago something or other number. Aha! Success. We can't control the throttle on these solid rocket boosters because they're solid rocket boosters. We can only control the throttle on these liquid engines. These are our resources. So you can see we're using up our solid fuel. Yeah. What to do? Okay, we're almost done with this, so we're going to get ready to decouple. And there we go. There's our abort stage. It's falling back down because it's useless now and no one likes it. This is really ugly right here. I hate this. But oh well, it's not that important. Let's check out the cockpit. It's almost like that was useful information, but it actually wasn't. Surprise. I know. Probably should have shredded these two things together. Yeah. You can press M to bring up the map, the orbital map. You can see things. You can go out to the solar system, but we're not ready to go interplanetary yet. That's boring. Actually, it's not. Well, it is boring. Never mind. Oh, we should have started our gravity turn long ago. Oh well. Don't kill me, Scott Manley. Please don't. He made a video a while ago when he insulted. Well, not really insulted. He just yelled at everybody who didn't do a gravity turn at 10,000. It was almost like he was yelling at me. I'm not scarred for life at all. That's good. Alright, well, let's get pointing at 90 degrees. This is the nav ball, by the way, and we use that to navigate. That's the nav ball. Yeah, I know. It surprised me too. Not really. It's called sarcasm. And then press F5 to quick save. I have used quick save. Yeah, I really don't care what you think about that. Alright, that's good. Let's just burn. We are burning. You see this marker here? That is the prograde symbol. Prograde means we are burning in the direction we are going. And that will increase our speed and in turn increase our orbit. So we can get into orbit. And we have passed our apoapsis, which is the highest point in our orbit. We want to burn there to be more efficient. So we're going to raise this up so we can raise our apoapsis, and we raised that way too much, and I think that we are out of fuel. Yes, we are. This engine doesn't go as fast, but, you know, that's okay. See, our orbital line is a little lopsided, so I'm going to try to fix that with some burns. Not really. It's the same burn, just in a different direction. There's our periapsis, or the lowest point in our orbit. So we are actually in an orbit now. Okay. We're going to click on the Mun orbit, and we're going to set our target as the Mun orbit. So, because it's equatorial, and we want our orbit to be equatorial and fancy. This marker is the burn in the direction of the target, so we can go to the Mun now if we wanted to, but that's a different mission. Right now, I suppose since we're here, we'll circularize the orbit. Let's quick save first. You can see it says quick save up here once I quick save. Yeah. So you can tell if my save's gone or not. I have my SAS in this stage, right? Yeah, okay. Close enough. Okay, now we want to point south. That is north, so 180 is south. Because we're going to point south, we're going to get to the ascending node, and then burn south, and that will change our inclination without altering our orbit, hopefully. Altering it beyond repair, anyway. Okay. Okay. Let's set that target now. And that did alter it a little bit, but not beyond repair again, so let's just... Nah, we're gonna go back anyway. We got it circularized, you saw. Now, first let's get to the daylight side, about time warping. With the period and comma keys, period makes it a time warp faster, and comma makes it time warp slower. Let's do some of this, let's point it like this. Let's point it south, actually, because, yeah, south. Okay, we're going to press the EVA button to get our guy out of his spaceship. Just press space to let go, now he's just kind of floating. I'm going to press R to turn on his RCS jetpack. And then we get to fly around. Bye! And now we're in orbit of the desert. Well, we're over the desert, we were always in orbit. Whatever. So, I say that we should get back inside. We're at the ladder. And press F to grab the ladder. Now we're going to walk downward. Board the ship. And SAS is having a ball. And we're going to try to deorbit ourselves to get back to where we started, or close to it. Which is right here. I'm going to go there because there's going to be a lot of I can't talk. A lot of atmospheric drag. And we're going to burn a little to slow ourselves down. Let's actually bring it over. That's too much. I'd rather land in water than land on the ground. So it's better to overshoot than undershoot. Whatever, let's go. We're going to detach this. And I see over here that the parachute icons turn blue. So when we get deep enough in the atmosphere, they will deploy. That's the word, deploy. So let's go. We have entered the atmosphere, so we cannot time warp regularly. We have to use physics warp. And physics warp is a lot like time warp, although you can only go to ×4 speed maximum. And it can disrupt physics. That's always fun. It'll deploy roughly around here, so I'm going to decelerate so it deploys, or not decelerate, just decelerate. Slow down the time warp. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. There's the debris. See, this is shrinking significantly. We're probably going to miss it. Oh yeah, we are definitely going to miss it. We can time warp again. What are those lines? Oh yeah, look, yeah. Yep. We undershot it by about 28, 29 kilometers. I'll be able to get a final count once we are on the ground. Closer we to the ground. I'm using the radar altitude meter here. Once it gets to 500, the parachutes are going to fully deploy. There we go. We can physics warp again. There's the mun. We'll get to someday. Turn to open. Okay. Now, do we survive? Yes, we survive. So, I think that is a good stopping point. We did one mission. We got into orbit. So I think next mission we will put a satellite in orbit. Until then, see you next time.